Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Noob to Pro Farming Sim 25, and I've got some updates. So I've been away for a little while, and the reason is that I actually lost my game. So I got a corrupt save, and I honestly thought about quitting this playthrough, which I still might, but we'll get to that later on. Essentially, what happened is that I got a corrupt save. I managed to get it back. However, all of the trees respawned. So if you remember the field that's way over there, um, we still had wood in there in the last episode, but I cut down a lot of trees. So all those trees actually respawned, and I was just like, I didn't have the energy. They also respawned in here. As you can see, I've still got a couple later on, which was a real disaster, just because the time it takes to do it all. But um, I worked through it. So basically, I got the mulcher out and just deleted everything. Which in itself took forever. I then plowed the field over there, and I planted soybeans. So what we're going to find out today is essentially, is soybeans better than canola? So if I go and look in my so I've run through one harvest since then, as you can see. So I've got 125,000 canola. That's basically from the two fields that I had before, and I got 46,000 liters of soybeans from the field up there, up on the hill, which is a bit of a nightmare because the mapping of the AI workers has stopped, and I don't know if it's because that the fields are actually joined together, so maybe I need to put a border down the middle, or because there was different crops in it. I'm gonna test it out today and see if I can if I put everything if I put the same crop in one field, will that make a difference? Or if I put a boundary down the middle, will that make a difference? If it doesn't, I'm either going to sell that field and continue, or I'm just going to stop playing because I can't. Because the mapping on this field's also gone as well, so I have to do it all myself, which took me about 7 hours. So so what we're gonna get to today is I'm gonna see if um, the yield if soybeans are better than canola. So the yield seems to be lower. The field up there is big. It's a bit bigger than this field, I think, but not as big as the other field. At 45,000 liters, you sell it for just over 2,000, whereas canola is like 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, something like that. But then again, you do get more of it. So what I'm thinking is the average yield, the average first day yield, I believe, from one of the fields is about 60,000 for canola, and it's 45 for that, which in essence would make sense. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell the same amount. Are we? I'm going to figure out a way to test to see if soybeans are better. I think it is. I think the yield's very similar. I didn't really pay attention when I harvested one of these fields. 45,000 seems about right. Although I have 125,000 from two fields, which would mean actually no, I'll be right. So no, it wouldn't, because this was on its lowest yield, and that one was at its highest yield because it was brand new. So I guess I could divide it by four. No, I couldn't. I'm going to work it out anyway. I'll see you in October for the sorry, in December for the canola selling. And then by then I will have worked out how I'm going to test this. Alrighty, it is November, and we're going to sell the canola. I still haven't worked out a way to fairly test this. If I'm honest, I was trying to think of a way of well, if this field is on number, because you've got to do by hectare and all yields and everything, and I'm not smart enough to work it out. So what I would say is that I'm going to do, if we say one field. So I was thinking basically that this field is one third of the yield of that field over there, which means that essentially the 125,000 liters I have in there is you can basically divided by, if you do three quarters of that, that would be the yield of that field over there. But it's not true, is it? Because the yield goes down to like 70 odd percent, maybe. So I don't know. I don't know. But so instead of comparing the prices, I am going to switch to soybeans. It's been decided. As you can see, I still have absolutely no money, so I can't wait to sell this. So I'll show you guys the selling. I'll fast forward through this part, and then we will jump forward to planting our soybeans, and hopefully that works. The reason why I picked soybeans is because the base price sells for more, and I have the equipment to do it. Apart from the seeder, I just sold my other seeder. I can't remember if I had that while I've been away, but I did buy a seeder for canola, which I've now sold because I have no money. I fixed the mapping on the hill field, but not the other one. I figure if it's only one field I've got to do myself, then I'm okay with that. Certainly if it's the original field. Um, but if I still have issues, then I'm going to either sell those and buy some flat ones, or I'm just going to stop playing. So I'm going to head on over here now. We're going to sell this off. I think the selling prices is bugged on this because it says that the highest price is in November until you get to November, and then it says December. But the price in December is less than what it is today. So I'm going to sell it today. And let's just see. Maybe that's why I've been getting less money. I don't know. So 125,000 liters should be about 150,000. And with that, I want a new harvester because I bought the base range one. Maybe I can show you. Um, I bought, which one have I got? I've got the modded one, which is this one because it's really cheap, but it's so slow. It's so slow. And like when I harvested the two fields, like I barely got it done in a day. I was literally going until like 11 p.m. in game time. So we want a new harvester, something that's a little bit quicker. The one I have now only goes 25 miles an hour. When you put the harvester down, the maximum is 10. And when you're on the hill, it goes down to like 4 or 5, so it just takes forever. So I think the average is about 8 that it goes at. So I'm hoping I can get one that'll go like double that. And that's what we're going to hope comes up on the sale item because I won't be able to afford a new one. So okay, so I'm gonna skip through this and then I'll see you guys once I've sold everything. All right. So we have finished our canola. We've got the last 5,000 liters here, and we make quite a lot of money. So I'm pretty happy about that. So from these two fields, we made about 150,000. I was right. I think I had about 2,000 left. So yeah, just over 155. So that's pretty good. And if I got that other field as canola, then I'd probably be up to 200K, which is exactly where we want to be if we want to start getting more machinery. However, well, however, I am going to switch to soybeans because I've made my mind up finally. Um, so with soybeans, I think we should be looking at probably two something, 200 and something. So what I'm going to do is I'll meet you back in January, I think. Sorry, no, I won't. I'll meet you back in March when I will be plowing my fields. Not plowing my fields, seeding the fields for the soybeans. So we are into April and I've been busy. I've managed to spend around half my money. I got a new trailer, which is that one. It's bigger, which is good. I bought a new header because my fields are taking forever to harvest, part of the MacDom pack, and I have leased this thing. To seed the beautiful to seed the fields. So I've also bought a bunch of consumables that we need, which are now down by the farm, which I'll show you in a sec. This is good. I have got a new harvester in true style. Um, when I could afford a heavily discounted one, none appeared. So I got a header instead. Hopefully that should help with things. I'm going to keep the smaller one just because the top field, when I try and do it, is when I try and harvest it, quite great. So we're going to leave that for now. We want soybeans in there, which is nice. We're going to head up here and get some seeds, and then we're gonna. Oh, this is all about stuff. Whoops. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, that was not great. Yeah, one of my biggest issues with this map is that this fog appears and I can't see anything. Certainly, I think it's a morning thing. Like if I get there in the morning, that's generally what happens. Can we do this yet? We can. Beautiful. This is only least, so I'm. I don't want to fill it too full. I think maybe you can actually de deload it back into pallets, maybe. So we are going to fill it just because it means I'll be able to tidy it up. And we're gonna get on with this. It's gonna be good today. Today's gonna be a good day. So see, look at this. Look at that. I mean, look at that as a flaw for the map. Like I just literally destroyed all of my. Like where do I even go? I'm even in the field. No, oh there we go. I can see a little bit. My question is, can I automate this? Hmm. Oh, it's going down. Is it? Can't see. Yeah. Okay. Because I tried to fertilize this when off camera, and it wouldn't let me. I think there's a correlation, and let me know if I'm wrong. I was going to do it. Beautiful. That makes me very happy. Um, we're gonna. I mean, I can't. There's literally no point in me showing you this because if I do it myself and record it, you can't see anyway. So what is the point? But it's working, which is good. I do want to. I do need to buy that seeder. So it was discounted a couple of years ago, and I didn't buy it, probably for the right reasons. Another dilemma I've got is I have far too much milk. I just sold the produce out of there. It's about 25,000 a year. I think I get out of it, which isn't bad, but it's not great. Um, my goats are getting older, which is good, but they're producing too much milk. Like I either buy another one of those, or I just sell the goats and just get rid of this, and then just like run the milk out, and then we just leave it at that. I don't know which one to do. Part of me kind of wants to just hang on, and then maybe I'll get an actual dairy. But if I do that, I'd probably rather buffalo milk. Because the mozzarella is worth a lot. So I've stopped buying food for it because I just don't care about them anymore. And honestly, like waiting like for 36 months so you can sell them for $1,000 each. That's a great return on investment. Although it's not actually costing me any money at the moment. So that's kind of why I'm just leaving it. Like it's not. It doesn't cost me any. Well, I say that, but there is a maintenance fee like $300 a month. Which honestly, I don't know if that actually means that I lose money by doing it this way because it's not ideal, is it? But there we go. See my excellent driving. But yeah, so I'm at another impasse. Not sure what to do. I need a new. I need to fill this up with some. Well, it needs fuel, but at the same time, I don't really want it anymore. But I might need it. So I figure. See, look how slow this is. Like it's literally the bane of my life. Can I nudge any of those things back over off the field that I destroyed on the way here? See, I can't see a thing. Oh, they're there. Okay, well, we'll deal with that. They are liftable pallets, so it should be pretty easy to chuck them off. Because I was actually going to put my farm here. I've just realized the flaw in this. So I actually thought if I put my farm down here, I mean, I could put it up here, I suppose, so it's not so much in the fog. Then, like, I got access to all my fields pretty easily, and it's like quite a good spot for everything. But if it's going to be like in the fog all the time, then what's the point? I won't be able to see anything. So that's where I am. But still, $75,000, not bad. I bought quite a lot of stuff, which is good, I guess. I do have a habit of thinking I have lots of money and then I spend it all very quickly, both in real life and in this game. Uh, but we did need a new trailer, I think. We definitely need a new header, so that was good. It cost me like $50,000, quite expensive. But we should be able to take the trailer back. Sorry, the header back at least. So let's refill you. Where are you at? Come on. Why is that not working? If I jump out of the way, will that stop? It won't. Good. And we'll give that a wash while that's happening. You around. Probably with you from here, actually. It's the first time it's ever been cleaned. Oh, that was a fuel cost. Okay. It's pretty beat up, right? Yeah, it is. I need a new one. I need a new one. I don't really want to fix it up again just yet. But I mean, while it's how much is it gonna cost? I think it's only like $5,000 or $6,000. So let's see. Yeah, for 4,000, why not? Why not? Okay, so I mean, we won't need the harvester for a while, but it's good to get these things out of the way. So yeah, I think I bought this for like 50,000 plus the wheat plus the. That's not a thingy, is it? That's not gonna work. Oh, it is. Beautiful. Why isn't that attaching? Beautiful. Okay, well, that works nicely. So then we at least have the option to use a bigger header. This one's like I think double. Well, not quite double, but it's definitely like a third of the size better. And you should be good. You should be good. So like I say, working long into the night on those. This should be good for at least the two fields that are on the floor. On the floor, meaning the flattish ones. But yeah, like I thought this would be a good place for a farm. This plot, just because you can get rid of these trees and do like a nice little road up there, and then it can come down into the farm. But if that's what it's going to look like, well, this half's okay. All right, so maybe we'll stick with that. It's also pretty expensive just to be a farm, so I could maybe try greenhouses. I've never really done them before, but maybe they would be good. Honestly, I think we'll just chuck this here. I like to put my farm stuff by the house just so I can like quickly go there without having to go to the um, menu and click visit for the house, which does need upgrading by the way, but I'm not massively into that. So Let's spin him around. I have the cruise control on, that's why I'm going forwards and not reversing and all that stuff, just because I play this game a lot and it hurts my finger if I constantly accelerate. Alright, so this is going pretty nicely. Oh. So I just fertilized these fields, so they were already at 50%. And wait, where's he gone? Yeah. Is he not seeding? So look, that's at 50%. It should be fertilizing. And it's not. Why is that happening? So I just completely wasted my time doing that fertilizing. That's annoying. And the money, well, whatever. It's done now. So as you can see, I fertilized all of this. Is now the time to buy a roller? They're not that expensive, are they? Oh, they're not, but 5,000 to lease it, 2,000 is not bad. I mean, that's not a bad price. I could buy that and then roll it with that. Just not quite feeling it. Um, yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, we're going to get the trader as well. Why not? And then we'll be back. So we started seeing, as you can see, it's 8:11 on the clock. I'll meet you guys at the end once everything's done. And let's see exactly how long it takes to seed this. Alrighty, we are done. By done, I mean we are fully seeded. We have our soybeans and everything. I bought a ton of this. I tidied up my fertilizer and my lime and all that nonsense. And the best news is that the AI mapping actually worked. So I may not be able to fertilize these fields. I think that was an issue with that. But let's see. Yeah, I think the spray is too big. I think that's why. Um, but I was able to seed it and uh, and weed it as well. So that means I don't need to cancel the series. I think as long as I can potentially harvest them as well, I think that would be good. Um, then there's no need. There's no need for me to actually quit. So this is good. As you can see, I'm down 50,000 euros. Um, the cedar, which I got the AI to plant for quite a while, cost me like 15,000 euros, dollars, whatever, which is annoying. I'm going to be honest, because that's an awful lot. I think the liquid fertilizer that's in it cost a fortune, and the fact that it didn't actually make a difference was certainly a learning experience. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have fertilized it first, but it is what it is. As you can see, we are fertilizing again. So I'm going to run through this field and that field and that field. I'm hoping that in terms of a yield, I mean, I'm so bad at this. This is why I hate doing this myself. Um, in terms of a yield, I'm hoping for around 100,000 liters. Well, no, we should be around like 120, I think, because the one field at the top harvest, we got 46,000. So we should get around 100,000 liters, which is about 200,000 euros. So from there, we should be able to do something significant. Do you know what? Change my mind. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, like as you can see, this is where it gets troublesome to. It gets troublesome to fertilize because I can't see where I'm going really. If I zoom all the way out, does that help? Not really. Um, and I miss a lot, which isn't ideal. So what I actually might do is, I think if I get a small fertilizer, like a smaller one, I think that will work better. There's that like little $2,000 one, which I quite like, which I might try. See if I can skip this. Yeah, see, it doesn't find the field, which is annoying. So I don't know what to do. I haven't been down here, have I? You know what we're gonna do? Let's see if I can get it on that field over there. Because that would help. I think I actually can't. We also get to see how good my weeding was. There's a little one there. I can live with that. She looks pretty good. Will you do me this one? Nope. Will you do me this one? Yeah, see, this is my problem. Last time I could fertilize the top field, so let's just double check. But I'm impressed by my weeding, because usually there's loads of lines left. I also tidied this field up in terms of wood that was left around, which was causing me problems. This one worked last time, and it's going to work this time. Beautiful. Yeah, I also realized that I missed that when I was weeding, but unleashed the I'd unleashed the seeder, so I've got some holes in my field up here, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. Let's put this. Just want to drop this off before we do that. So what I'm thinking is that if I get a small one, a small fertilizer, which is here. If I buy this little 2000 one, I'm pretty sure that'll fix the mapping. It'll take longer, but I don't mind because you've got a few seasons to do the fertilizing. So let's head back over there. There we go. You can see my driving. This is why I do stuff off camera because I quite often mention how long it takes me to do something. And of those hours, a lot of it is just me driving into trees. I'm going to be honest. So, as much as that would be uh, good viewing once, I think by the 50th tree I hit, it's it's not going to be great. So, we're going to head over here and let's see if this works. I've also been thinking the canola oil goes for a lot more than canola. So just have a little look while that moves. That goes for 1,200. And this goes for 3,500. I actually thought it went for more than that. And when I kind of did it last time in my tutorial playthrough, I used canola oil, and I didn't really see that much of a benefit really. Like there was a bit, but it's like in terms of waiting for all that, is that even really worth it? Right. So if I do this, yeah. See, I've worked it out. I've worked it out. The issue is the width of the fertilizer spreader. So this thing will take forever. But if you get a smaller one, and because what I did try and do was like make it smaller, as in like down to like because there's like you can angle it so you can make the width of it smaller. I tried that, but whenever you put the AI on it, it just makes it smaller. Look how bad this is. Um, yeah. Actually, did I even weed? I don't think I weeded this actually. Or did I? No, I got the AI to do it. That's what I did. That was a problem. So, so yeah, that's fine. Um, so I'm gonna let the AI finish this off. I'm really done for the day, if I'm honest. So what I'll do is I'm gonna end the video there. We have working fertilizers now, which is epic. Um, and then we have actually no. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come back in June because I forgot. I just remembered that I actually have some soybeans to sell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell. I'll see you guys once this is done. I'll sell this in June, in the next month, and we'll see how much money we make. That's what we'll do, and then we'll end the video there. So I'll see you guys then. Hopefully everything will be looking lovely by then. So we are now back for the final little short clip of this series of this episode. As you can see, I have a full trailer of my new trailer, heading to sell, and there is a lovely harvester for sale for 200,000. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it, but I do need a new one, and I'm thinking that I might be able to afford it if I sell my harvester and this. We've got like another 1,000 liters, I think, that we could sell. But let's see what this does. So we have 44,500 liters. That should be around 90,000. 100 on a good day. What is the price for this? I don't. 2-1. Okay. Okay, 96,000. Honestly, yeah, I think it is. I think it is worth more. I've another 1,000 liters. That's like another 2,000, whatever it is. I want this. I do. It looks cool. It's strong enough. I obviously can't afford. I definitely can't afford that. The extra horsepower in it, but it is quicker. What could I sell to potentially do that? So we would need. I don't think I have anything really. I have to sell my tractor, which isn't going to happen, is it? Okay. Well, I'm thinking. Unfortunately, where is it? This one. It's only with 20. Okay. So that would be 60,000. Yeah, okay. So we can't afford a new harvest this time. I think I'll have to lease one to get everything done, but we'll work that out later. So we'll leave that there, guys. So I'll come back next. I'll come back tomorrow. I should. These videos should be close together now that I've decided to continue after that glitch. I tell you what I will buy. I'll buy this because I need it for the dolly. I need it for that trailer thing, which I use. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Um, And as usual, any suggestions, please do let me know. I've so far had 0 and very few views, so I'm not holding my breath for that. But how do I take this to the next level? Like, what's the best way to do this? How do I earn good money? Should I buy another field? I feel like I'm struggling to maintain what I've got at the minute. Um, but at the moment, it's kind of the only way I'm making money. Do I sell the goats? Are they just a complete waste of time? That's it. Or do I change crops? Do I buy a factory? Do I buy a? I don't want to buy a sawmill, so don't tell me that, please. Or if I'm wrong, tell me. You can tell me that. But um, yeah, such this beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching. If you watched, if you got all the way to the end, you are probably the first person to ever do that. So thanks very much. Please do leave me a like if you did make it this far. Or a comment would be even better, of course. And I will catch you at the next one.